Hi, Hampton Roads. It's your 757 real estate girl, Olivia.Laurenn, partner with ShineGirl, and powered by Atlantic Sotheby's International Realty, with your Wednesday real estate update. Now, you know I've been doing these videos on Mondays and Wednesdays for about 2.5 years now. And recently, the more buyers and sellers I talk to, they say, hey, Olivia, I'm enjoying the videos, but what about the basics? Especially the first-time home buyers that I talk to. They're like, Olivia, once you get us an appointment with the lender to find out what our buying power is, what do we expect? Do I need to have my spouse with me? Do I need to have my tax return? What do I need to expect? And I thought, what a great topic. So to help me with that, I brought on Nevin.Bunnell. I've known Nevin for several years. Nevin is the senior lead for the Connor McNulty team with Movement Mortgage. Combined, you guys have over 40 years of experience.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yep.
And you told me has closed over 5,000 home loans. So who better to help me to explain the process in basics for the first-time home buyer, or even for a buyer that maybe has purchased a home in the past but hasn't done it in a while. And when you and I were chatting about this week, I might ask you what were some of the bullet points that you felt would be most essential for the buyer, and you said you have a 3-step process to the pre-approval.
That's right.
So I know the first one you said you need to review credit.
Yep, and that's basically it, Olivia. Once the appointment is set up and we're transferred the client and we begin to speak with them, we're talking about income and assets, job, and we're also reviewing credit. Credit tells us what's going out the door. It's basically a 10-minute conversation.
Okay.
We need to review credit because credit not only gives us the 3 scores, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion.
Very important.
A mortgage company uses your middle score. And whatever you're looking at as a consumer, your bank app, your credit card, Credit Karma, there's 1,000 of them out there.
Right.
It's not really accurate in the eyes of a mortgage company. Mortgage companies are lending money. Credit Karma can't lend money, and unless your bank is reviewing you specifically for a mortgage loan, it's a little bit different.
Okay.
So we review credit. Credit will tell us what you have going out the door on a monthly basis, your obligations on your consumer debt. Then we talk about income. Simple. Where do you work? How long have you been there? And how much do you make?
Right.
Once we have that information, we then talk about assets and bank accounts, 401ks, IRAs, mutual funds. Once we gather that information, we can tell you with pretty good accuracy how much you qualify for, what a monthly payment's going to look like, what a down payment, if any, is going to look like, because there are some first-time homebuyer programs where you can actually borrow the down payment, which makes it amazing.
Right.
We're entering a market right now where we're seeing more and more sellers contributing to the closing costs.
Yes, where we haven't been seeing that for the past 2.5,
That's
3
right.
years. So that's some relief to you, the buyer, for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah, and
Okay.
with that information, again, we tell them how much they qualify for. We run it through an automated underwriting system. Basically, it's going through a checkpoint, all of the items that we've put into the system,
Okay.
and it's making sure that this is an approvable loan based on the information that we've been given. And then we send out for documents, W-2s, pay stubs, bank statements, picture ID, among other things. We'll eventually need all that. We ask that you get that as soon as possible, but it's
Right.
not necessary on the very first phone call.
So now let's just kind of differentiate
Sure.
that for a little bit, because we've heard there's a pre-approval and then there's a pre-qualification.
Sure.
So the pre-approval is that verbal based on the conversation that you have in the credit score. Is that the pre-approval, and then the qualification? So it's
Exactly
opposite.
the opposite.
It's
Yep.
actually okay.
Yep.
I should know
Pre-qualification. Pre-qualification is based on the information that you've told us. Pre-approval is once we've reviewed all the documents, you're actually given
Okay.
a pre-approval
I stand
letter.
corrected.
Yep.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Now, as I mentioned previously, now if there's a husband and a wife, but say they work crazy hours, say you can only get one on the call. If the other one knows their information and are in agreement, can you do the app
Most certainly.
based on that one spouse?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. As long as they have, again, like you said, all the information: name, date of birth, social security number, where they work, how long they've been there, how much they make. And if they have individual bank accounts, because some couples have that honey don't know about money. And sometimes, but as long as they have the basics, we can absolutely add a co-borrower, co-signer to that loan as well. Yeah.
And then approximately how long, and I know this is contingent upon how many questions you, the buyer, may have, because we want to make sure that knowledge is power, you can ask all the questions you need. But typically, how long does this call take?
It's about a 10 to 15 minute conversation, literally over the
Not
phone.
bad.
And it's very simple stuff. Again, three bullet points. It's the credit, it's the job and income, and it's the assets and bank accounts. And guys, that's basically it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And then you also have another option if the buyer and the buyers are too busy. You've got a loan app that I can text, to the
Absolutely.
buyers as well, and
Yep.
you can go on and do
And
that.
it's pretty self-explanatory. If you can operate a cell phone, it's point and click,
Right.
entering in a little bit of information. If you have any questions, my partner Connor and I are available. I'm typically available 7 days a week, 9 to 9. So if anybody has any questions or hits any snags while they're filling out that application, I'm happy to take a phone call and help you walk through it.
Absolutely. Is there anything else that you feel like that maybe the buyer would need to know, the basics?
That's
it?
those are the
Right,
basics.
right.
That's it.
Pretty basic,
That
pretty
is, it
basic.
is. Absolutely.
Well, if you, the buyer, are listening and seeing this video, and maybe you just want to entertain seeing what your buying power could potentially be. And sometimes looking at what your buying power is, you may not be in a position now, but you may be in the very near future. Still being proactive and having that conversation with the Minolti team, with Nevin, gives you a jump start, because then you could be proactive and take some necessary steps to be able to be in a buying power position in the future. So if you're interested in getting pre-approved, you always can call me, but definitely, Nevin, where would they be able to reach you?
My direct line, my cell phone number is 757-469-1061. And again, that's 7 days a week.
Right, right. Well, not me. I'm not available on Sundays. I'm in church. But this man is like all over the place. Well, thank you so much for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Please be sure. Thank you. Appreciate you coming
Yeah,
on, Nevin, at
certainly.
such short notice. And be sure and share this video. Please like and give me some comments. If there's a topic that you would like for us to cover, I'll go out there and find someone to come in and give us the information that you, the buyer, or you, the seller, are looking for. You can always call, text, or DM me. My personal mobile is 757-452-0397. Once again, give them your cell phone.
757-469-1061.
Hampton Roads, be blessed, be safe, be healthy, stay positive, and happy Thanksgiving. We've got so much to be grateful for. And eat lots of gobble gobble. Bye.
Bye.